Welcome back to Eat and Talk. So we have a special segment that we're starting this month called Black Business of the Month. My name is Yusra.
And I'm Gilbert, and we're back with another episode of Eat and Talk.
And we are starting our special series with Marcus, the owner of Breakfast Bar.
Very humble guy.
Very humble guy, very infamously known here in downtown Minneapolis. We're very excited to have him with us. Since we started Eat and Talk, I think Marcus was one of the first people
Marcus was the first
that we have talked about.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah, because Breakfast Bar is very popular. Great food, great atmosphere, amazing vibes. One of the people we had on Eat and Talk, DJ Crew.
Yeah.
DJ's here very often.
My guy.
Shout out to DJ Crew.
Yep,
Shout out DJ for sure.
Crew. So we just really want to hear about your story.
Yeah,
We're just going to start off. Tell us about yourself. Tell the people who you are.
I can introduce you, football player.
Yeah. Okay.
Former
Well,
football player.
like you said, well, yeah.
Former
Well, I'm Marcus.
NDSU player, but I'm sure you can introduce yourself better than me. So go ahead.
Hey, that's pretty nice. Well, yeah, Marcus Williams, born and raised here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Family of 5. Went out to Hopkins High School. Went there for 4 years. And then went to college at NDSU, played football. I got a football scholarship to play football there. Did pretty well, so I was able to...
You didn't do pretty well, you did well.
He's being humble.
Did pretty well. I was able to play up in the NFL for about 5 years. Played with a few different teams from New York to Houston to Chicago as well. So
wow, those are big cities that you played the NFL in. We're not talking about Wyoming or anything.
You say you're trying to be humble. So
New York, Chicago.
No, definitely had some fun experiences for sure.
Wow, that's amazing. So so let's dive in then. Let's go back to Hopkins. So you were playing football when you were at Hopkins High School.
Mm-hmm.
What were your dreams going out of your senior year? What did you want to do? Is that something that was on your mind, being a professional football player?
It was definitely in my mind. But the main goal for me was just what school I was going to be able to go to. Mm-hmm. I had a lot of schools offer me. Some schools were not wanting me because I wanted to get into the University of Minnesota, but I couldn't get the offer there, so.
Wasn't even worth it.
Trust me, it paid off, trust me.
Yeah.
It turned out well, so I went up to NDSU. But definitely the goal as a kid has always been to try to get to the NFL. Everybody's dream, if you're playing, is to be the best. So I always wanted to be the best and try to make it play against the best, so definitely was the dream.
What position did you play?
I played defensive back, corner.
Okay.
So
the best.
He was the best.
Those interceptions.
Taking
you guys go back and watch the clips.
We need to insert the clips in there.
Yeah, go check them out. Go check my boy.
That's awesome. So what was your favorite part of being in the NFL?
Man, really it was just the whole experience, just knowing that it was just a dream come true, just playing with guys that you've seen on Madden your whole life, like Michael Vick and Larry Fitzgerald, stuff like that, then you just on the field with them and stuff like that, and playing against them, Tom Brady. It was just amazing experience like that. As a kid from here in Minneapolis, Minnesota, the dream always was to play at that level and got there. So, that's pretty much it for me.
So before we even go to the next question, what advice would you give kids that want to play college level or play in the NFL? That dream is to play in the NFL.
And basically just believe in yourself and just work hard. That's the main thing. You got to put the work in. If you don't work hard, you're not going to get wherever you want to be. So just believe in yourself and work hard. That's it. Absolutely.
What were some obstacles that you personally faced being in professional football?
That's a lot of them. For one, I went undrafted, so that was just starting from the top. I wasn't drafted, so I had to really work my way to get on the team. They just brought me in and said, if you're good enough, you'll be able to make it. So that was the obstacle. Every day, I'm like, okay, you're back against the wall. You got to go out here and stick it out. So then, my rookie year, I was able to make the practice squad, but then I was like, man, I really want to play though. So just every single day, I just kept working, and was able to eventually get on the 53-man roster and was able to play.
I've always wanted to ask you the question when you caught the interception from Tom Brady. How was that feeling?
Oh, that was the
Wait,
best.
what? Rewind. So that was my next question. What was one of your biggest moments?
That was definitely one of them for sure. That was my rookie year with the Jets. Man, it was a close game too. It was one of those clutch picks.
You were playing for the Jets at the time?
Yep, I was playing for the Jets my rookie year. and it tipped off one of the guy's hands, and I caught it. Yeah.
Snapchat went crazy that day.
Yeah, it went
Instagram went crazy that day.
It went up for sure.
Everyone was screaming in front of that TV. But
Wow, that's amazing. So you played with the Jets your rookie year, and then after that you went to Chicago, you said?
So I was with the Jets for 3 years, and then I went to Houston. Well, I was with the Houston for 1 year, then with the Jets, then at like mid of that year, and then went back to Houston, then Chicago.
What was your favorite team that you played for? Don't worry.
Man, that's tough,
Just be
man.
honest.
I ain't gonna lie, no, I'll say the Jets though, because I was there most of my career though,
Yeah.
and I got a lot of friends, like still friendship, brothership to this day. So that was definitely, that locker room was real fun.
That's awesome. So how did you transition from NFL to owning
that's the most important question.
Breakfast Bar here in downtown Minneapolis?
Man, the main thing I remember, just while I was in Houston, I used to be down out there and you smoke hookah and you can eat food and chill and stuff. And I'm like, man, I wish we had something like this back at home while I was playing down there. I'm like, man. So I told my dad and I told one of his best friends, Daryl. I was like, man, like one of these days I want to own a hookah spot, something like that where people can come chill. And they were like, hookah, what's that? They didn't know what it was. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, I'll show you. I'll let you guys know. So then, towards like while I was still playing, and then. So a guy opened the spot actually, the Breakfast Bar before me. His name's Ninjum, great guy. And I was coming in here, I was like, man, bro, this is a dope spot. Like you brought the vibes up here, this and that. Like I like what you're doing. And I was talking like, man, if you ever want to get in some business like that, let me know, and we'll go from there. And then the time came and he like offered me the whole business, and I was like, man, it's like a dream come true. But at that time, I really don't know much about food, this and that, and the third, so I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But thank God, like my dad and Daryl, my dad's been in business his whole life, and Daryl's been in the food business for countless of years. So it's like, it just matched, it just made, so we all just came together, and then that's how we got this. So it was like an investment that I tried to put into something that I trust and that I wanted to do for my future.
Yeah.
And went with it.
And shout out to your dad too. That's one thing that I've always respected about your dad. He has always been very supportive of you as, during your football career at NDSU. And
Yeah.
to see him.
No, definitely. He's definitely a big part of just the whole success of just me in my whole life, my whole career with football, like you said.
Yeah.
Going to school, going to games, and then all that stuff, and then
Is it that
history's
role?
real. No, for sure. No, he's a great guy.
Field.
No, he's a great guy, man. No, he definitely helped me out the most in my whole career and everything that I do. Everything goes through him.
Wow, that's
amazing.
important.
Yeah,
So you literally took something that you had a passion for, hookah, and you, of course, you love the food down south, and you got an opportunity here, and it was handed to you, and then you put it. So being new into this industry, I mean, what were some things that you learned opening the Breakfast Bar when you started off?
Oh man, a whole ton. I learned just how to like own something. Now you have employees. You have to work with that. There's certain numbers, a lot of taxes, things that I've learned. And then, but the main thing just been like, just learning like food.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just getting in the kitchen, listening to our chefs, how they come up with certain things, this and that, and the third. And like, cause with me, I mean, I'm not a big guy who cooks, but I love to eat.
Oh yeah.
You see me? So I love to eat.
I know someone who's like that.
So I'm in there. I mean, I just be listening to it, and I'm like, man, I just gaining knowledge, all the stuff that that these guys been teaching me, and just things that I've just been learning. And so it's like, man, now I understand it so much now to a point where it's like, man, I can get back there if they needed me. So,
Oh, that's
no.
So did you learn how to cook now?
Oh yeah.
So what's your favorite thing to cook?
Yeah, I just fry some fish. You know what I mean? I fry some fish or I fry some wings, and I'll go at it. Yeah. No, but we have a ton of food here though.
So
That's
what's
amazing.
your favorite thing to eat then here at
My
Breakfast
favorite
Bar?
thing to eat here, man, well, I always go with the chicken and waffles or
I think that's
the
my
smothered
favorite
chicken
too.
and rice. The smothered chicken and rice is good as well.
I haven't tried
So.
that.
I haven't tried that one yet.
Yeah, try that
But
one.
the chicken and waffle, I know that one is very popular and stuff.
Yeah, it definitely
And I
is.
know you guys have rotated your menu too, correct?
Yeah, we always try to make adjustments here and there and little things, but yeah, it's like a southern-inspired comfort food that we try to bring up here and people enjoy.
Yeah.
And I know before we got on camera, I asked you about how it was opening a business before the pandemic. Like, what challenges did you face?
And faced a ton of them. Just basically, just shutting down. That's the main thing, you know, and not being able to be open with the overhead still. You know what I'm saying? You still got to pay rent, trying to find a way to do that, or just kept it. Then they opened us up for takeout, which was slowly going this and that and third, but it wasn't what we was doing before. The things that was helping us go. So then, I mean, that's basically the main thing, just not being open and trying to figure out what to do to handle certain things with the business and the numbers, and like just, cause you never knew when we were going to open, you know what I'm saying? It was no time limit, like, okay, you guys get,
always backwards.
Yeah, you guys get this much until you get to do, so it's nothing to, like, to really build up for. So that was the main thing, was just the uncertainty of not knowing.
Wow, that's true. And I know a lot of people were just going to backtrack real quick. They were going to wonder how, you know, did you quit or retire the NFL and then you decided to open a business? Were you doing it at the same time, or how did that go? Yeah,
so basically it was more at the same time. I was still training, still playing, and in the opportunity, I was here in the off season, and then open, and the guy was there, and we made it happen. But yeah, I was still training, still playing at that time when I opened it.
Okay, nice. Yeah. And do you still play now?
Not today. No,
today.
I'm not playing. So now I'm here.
Okay, you're a focused entrepreneur.
Oh yeah,
that's awesome. So Breakfast Bar is more than just food. You guys also have an outdoor patio, and you guys have like entertainment. Is that something that you also wanted to incorporate, or did it already come with the business when you took over?
I mean, it's definitely what the patio was out there, and like we said, like I always wanted to do the hookah, especially as more than food for sure, but hookah and good music, you know, so people can go out there and have a good vibe, and people can dance and enjoy good drinks. So that was definitely the main thing. My whole goal is like, I want to create something different that's not really going on around here that people from Minnesota haven't really seen.
You did a good job at it.
Yeah.
You did a good job.
I appreciate it. So that's just the main thing. Yeah, getting the right people in here, you know what I'm saying, getting the right DJs, like you said, shout out DJ Crew. People just coming here and creating that vibe. Yeah, exactly, and that's the main thing, just having people from Minnesota get this vibe so that they don't feel like they have to go to the Atlantas, to the Houstons, to the Miamis to have fun. They can do it back in there. They can get the same vibe here in Minnesota.
That's amazing.
And I also want to touch base on the fact that you just didn't, like I said, you're a very humble guy, and I've seen the process of Breakfast Bar. Like, back to what you said before, is when we started Eat and Talk, Breakfast Bar was like the first original start. Like we were gonna film Eat and Talk here, but you know, every single time I came to Breakfast Bar, I noticed that you always surrounded yourself with your team, your friends. You didn't go outside of your friend group. You know, so touch base on that. Like, what is the importance of always keeping your friends,
a good solid team.
Yeah, well, that's the main thing. You got to surround yourself with people you trust. You know, that's my main goal. And opening this, that's why I did. And then I brought my team on as well. Just in the family as well. I got a lot of family members who work here too. Just that's the people I feel like I can trust, that I can keep close to me, so that no matter what, so if I'm not here, certain things are still going on. Or even at night when my boys are here, making sure everything is going on, I don't have to be here. I trust them to make sure everything's going well, and that's the thing. I'm just big on trust, and I'm big on a lot of people. I want to make sure everybody else is happy though too. I want everybody to succeed, and if I can help you out in any other way, I mean, I'm gonna do it. And that's how and they take care of me. They take care of me in that way. I take care of them in the other way, and we go.
I've always, like I said, I've always respected that the faces has always been the same.
Yeah.
And it's always been a family. So how do you separate business with family?
You gotta learn how to say no. But
it's a good one.
But it's like, if you want me to do something for you, what can you do for me? Basically like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'll try to help you as much as I can, but I need you to come in here and do this, that, and the third. And it's not even that big of a deal. I mean, family coming here, they love to support, though. That's the main thing. I don't really get too much of this, that, and the third from family. Now, friends, that's a little different. But no, the family, they come in here, they support, they take care of me. They make sure that everything is going well, and so it's no this back and forth or anything. We all have an understanding. We help each other out.
So what's next for you? Is this something that you want to expand almost like a franchisee, or would you like to open future businesses?
Yeah, we've thought about that. We're actually working on our patio right now to get a new one, and then after that we're going to probably sit down and think about expanding, if not here in Minnesota, somewhere hopefully down south or wherever, wherever it takes us, whoever wants us, wherever we think is fit for what we have going on. So that's definitely in the plans for sure, but right now it focuses on the little things.
That's amazing.
That's very amazing though, because so the breakfast, if you were to expand, you said it would be, so not in Minnesota, somewhere else?
Probably not, that's the thing, we don't know.
Fargo?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's so many other things it's so many options. So, and I mean, Fargo for sure. I mean, that's definitely where I got a lot of good fans up there, good people who would definitely want to come support. So I get it all the time. They're like, Marcus, I can't wait to come down there, and they come down here too. When they come, they always come and support. So that's definitely something that's on my mind.
Do you think you being in being in NFL and being in the face of NDSU and all that stuff, do you think that helped Breakfast Bar a little bit?
Yeah, it definitely always helps. Even playing in the NFL, it definitely helps. You hear an NFL player does this and that and the third. I feel a lot of people are want to at least see, see what's going on. So I definitely feel that has something to do with it. And then just having good customer service and having good people, and being here also brings people in as well, and it brings them back as well. So, yeah.
That's awesome. I mean, your story is very inspirational, and I think a lot of people, especially in Minnesota, being a black man is not easy, as you can tell with our history. And so I know that all the obstacles that you face, regardless of being a football player or not, you're still human at the end of the day. So it's not easy being an entrepreneur. Me and Gilbert, both know that. Well, I guess I should say this, like, in general, what advice would you give to someone kind of like you who's, aspiring to be an entrepreneur, maybe that's in sports right now, but that's not their long-term goal? What advice would you give them to get their next path started? I
mean, what are you into? That's my main thing. Do whatever, like I said, like I always wanted to have a hookah thing, what I'm saying? Figure out what's your thing, figure out what you're into, the things you like to do, and then just dive at it. Try to learn as much as you can about it, for one, so you can focus on it and then study it and keep going over it, and then try to put that work. You always got to put the work in towards whatever you want to do, and let those goals, that you keep working so you can get to those goals, what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's the main thing. Just set goals as well, because that's the main thing. So you just check them off, and then you get to the ultimate goal. And then when you get to business, I mean, you just learn the whole thing. So like I said, get around people you trust. Yeah. Have a core group so that everything is tight no matter what, and you'll be good.
That's awesome.
And then we can backtrack too. I know, when it comes to giving back, I know you've been big on that. I know you had a camp. Is that camp still?
Yeah, we haven't been able to do the camp because of COVID reasons. So hopefully the governor he lifts some.
What's the camp?
I have a Marcus Williams football camp that I do for the youth every year, free camp, just to get the kids out there and playing around and having some fun for a day. And I mean, we enjoy it, and all the proceeds that always go to a charity, this and that, the third of what we pick. So, and which is. I mean, just our food and stuff like that. So, I mean, and then we do a lot of things here. We have like a turkey drive, we have a backpack drive, we do all type of stuff from the Breakfast Bar, and then donate this and that and the third to other businesses and other charities and stuff like that. So.
Wow, that's okay. So that's something we should have mentioned in the beginning. That's awesome.
No, for sure. Yeah, no, we definitely do. We definitely try to do our part because, I mean, it's the community that supports us. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And we're nothing without the community, so it's always important to make sure you're doing things that give back and make sure everything is on point with what's going on. So that's how you get your blessings, you know what I'm saying? Just giving back.
Yeah. So in the winter, is your patio still open, and do you guys still serve hookah in the winter?
So what we did this winter, we got a tent. We put a tent out there.
With heat.
Yeah, with heat for sure, because we're definitely here in Minnesota. We're actually in the process of building a new tent type thing so it can fill our whole patio up, because this time it's just like a a quarter of what we really have out there, or a third, I should say. And so we're building that so it'll be seasonal though, so we'll be able to use it when it's cold, hot, even when it's rain, we'll still be able to be open. So that's what we're working on right now.
Okay.
So the patio is going to be temporary tent?
It's going to be it's going to be like the shot of tennis, but it's going to be clear.
Oh, okay.
It'll be all clear, so we can get the light and get everything in there. So no, it'll look nice though. We're going to hook it up.
Marcus want to take over Minnesota.
No, it's going to be cool though.
Yeah.
But we're working on that.
That's awesome. And then, well, I guess you guys are already unique. I was going to say, being in downtown Minneapolis, there's a lot of small businesses. I mean, how do you face differentiating yourself from your competitors?
Well, basically just staying true to who we are. I mean, that's the main thing. There's a lot of people down here. There's a lot of black business down here that have restaurants, and I mean, we try to support and do our thing, but our main thing is just as long as we stay here consistent, that's our main thing, and listening to the customers, making sure we're on staff with them. Our customer service is number one. You know what I'm saying? That's to make sure that we bring people back. If we keep that things going on, we'll be fine. And yeah.
That's awesome. I mean, I don't know. I don't have any more questions. He covers so many things. I'm in awe. I'm inspired, definitely, because you have a lot of titles that play a very important role in the community. You give back. You have a restaurant. You have entertainment services. You were in the NFL. So in a way that you're a leader, basically.
Yeah.
That's what your
No,
title
for
is.
sure.
Right, but you know, like she mentioned, and the advice that you give, we always ask like the same, you know, advice. What advice you would give to the youth? So for the younger generation or the younger crowd that are gonna watch this, I know you probably have a lot of fans that are gonna watch this, and you have a lot of kids that are growing up, and they look up to you. So what is like the one advice you can give them?
Man, like I said earlier, man, just believe in yourself. Trust what. Just be able to trust in yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's my main thing. I just believe in myself all the time. I feel like my main thing was like I never fail, I'm gonna fail. And if I do fail, I'm always figure out a way to come up. And don't be scared of failure either, because if that was the case, I would never open this. You know what I'm saying? Because I've heard so many people say restaurants are one of the worst investments you can make, this, that, and the third. But I trust in myself, I believe in myself, and made this thing something a destination that people actually enjoy coming to.
I think that's important too for the youth too. And one thing that we go back to the humble part, and you've always been, approachable. That's one thing about you that I respect, is you've never, you're always willing to help, regardless of where you are. Even people see you in public, you've never been, too high class to, approach people. So I feel like kids that are watching this, if you guys are here, stop at Breakfast Bar. Marcus, and you're always here too. That's a good That's a good
for sure. Yeah, I'm trying to be here as much as I can, because I mean, I want to make sure people are here, and I love seeing it. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. I love sitting back and seeing people enjoy their food, enjoying their vibes, enjoying everything that's going on. So
I was gonna say, what you answered it already, but what is your favorite part of being Marcus?
Me? Well, being a father for one.
Yeah.
I have a little boy. But man, just being able to be here for the people though, that's my thing. Just make sure everybody's here having a good time, enjoying themselves. And I enjoy that. I love sitting back watching that and enjoying it and being a part of it as well.
What's your favorite part of being a father?
Being a father, man, just watching them grow is so crazy. And they keep getting bigger and bigger every single day. So it doesn't slow down. So just seeing that, man, just hanging out, what I'm saying, having a good time with them, doing this, that, and the third.
And you feel like being a father also motivates you to go harder every day?
Always.
Building a future for him?
Always, exactly. I want him to inherit everything I've learned and everything I got, so.
That's powerful. I'm not a father, but like I always tell Marcus, I want my future kid to grow up to be like Marcus.
That's great. That's honorable. That's definitely honorable. Well, that's awesome. I mean, let the people know where Breakfast Bar is located, your hours.
Yes, come down to Breakfast Bar, Minnesota. We're located 319 First Avenue, North Minneapolis, Minnesota. We're open on Thursday through Sundays, 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. So come down, enjoy some good food, enjoy some good vibes, and come see me.
Takeout too, so
yeah, you can do takeout as well. We're on DoorDash, so yeah, exactly, on DoorDash as well. So you can check us out there as well.
That's
Can you tell a little bit about the menu? Tell them about the menu.
Yeah, I mean, we have a ton of things. We have chicken and waffles. We have shrimp and grits. We have, wings. We have a lot of catfish. We have burgers. We have
And these are
all
day
type of
menus?
breakfast food. Yep, all day.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh well, we do have a late night menu that stops around like 9 at night. So it's just to help our kitchen. But yeah, for the most part, we're open all day. Pancakes, eggs, bacon, sausage,
Yeah.
all type of things. So yeah.
Sounds so good.
I know,
We'll be
right?
stopping by this week.
Come on by. Come on by. Everybody come down and enjoy, please.
Yeah.
No,
that's
thank you,
awesome.
Mark, for bringing us into your space.
Yeah.
I think I told you when I came in, we're getting the VIP treatment. We got the behind the scenes look.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you guys come out, support.
Absolutely. We always love to, people always just see the success of someone, but they don't know what it took for them to get there. So that's why we have this platform, is so you can share your story.
Exactly.
And they can hear about the input that you put into the great work that you've done. So
No, I appreciate you guys coming by and giving me the opportunity to be able to go out here and let people know exactly who we are and what we're doing here. So I appreciate it.
And we always like to say we're gonna come back because
Yeah, when it's
people's
open.
stories
Please do.
don't stop here.
No, exactly.
We
I- it'll
love to
definitely-
hear what you
When I
got
come
going
back.
on. Definitely months from now. So we'll definitely tap back in.
And I'm sure, I'm not sure, I know for sure that the next episodes that we have, we're probably going to be, having breakfast food.
Oh, yeah.
Bar food.
For sure.
Absolutely.
We definitely will. That's the plan.
Yes, and thank you for being our first Black Business of the Month.
Congratulations to that.
Appreciate that.
We
Thanks
are
for having me.
honored,
You're the first
to
one.
share here, so it's super important.
That's dope. Appreciate it, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good job.